let's be real, a lot of people are going to die and there's going to be some shocks. Yep, I'm talking about season 8 Game of Thrones. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are having a beautiful day and are excited for Game of Thrones season 8, because I am. And while I was ill, I was actually able to rewatch season 7 Game of Thrones, and I have a lot of predictions for this up and coming season, which comes out on April the 14th, which we are all so excited about. Let's be real, there's going to be lots of deaths, there's going to be lots of fighting, there's going to be dragons, there's going to be fire, there's going to be ice, there's going to be White Walkers, there's going to be all of this, and I'm so excited. And I wanted to share my predictions with you guys because I think that they're pretty good, and I'm just saying I predicted Pretty Little Lies ending, so...
Oh wait, I just realised I don't care.
It's gonna be a good one. Okay, so my first one is kind of obvious, but let's be real. We all kind of believe that mad psycho witch who was like, Daenerys, you can't get pregnant.
I can't have children.
Who told you that?
The witch who murdered my husband.
Well, let me tell you, I reckon she's going to be pregnant. I reckon that they're going to have the heir, they're going to have a little baby Targaryen, and the little baby Targaryen's going to... It's all going to be like, the baby Targaryen is going to take over the throne in the very end. So yeah, I think that Daenerys is going to be pregnant, but I think that she's going to die after childbirth. Now, this is an interesting one. So obviously Daenerys' mum died in childbirth. Lyanna Stark died in childbirth.
Jon isn't really my father's son. He's the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and my aunt Lyanna Stark.
To Jon Snow. I think there seems to be a Targaryen kind of theme, dying in childbirth, so I think she will either die in childbirth or she will die at some point in this season. And I hate to have to say the fact that Daenerys is gonna die, but if there's one thing that Game of Thrones has taught me, it's not to get attached to characters, and I just think that Daenerys is going to die and the baby will live somehow, but I do think that there is a connection between dying in childbirth and this one, which leads me to... I'm just looking at my phone because I've written them all down, which basically will mean that Jon will end up being king, or the little baby Targaryen will be king or queen. Now, I think that that would be incredible for the show. I think that, let's be real, Jon would be an insane king and he would be fair and just, and I just think that that will be the ending. I think that Jon will sit on the Iron Throne at the end. My next prediction, similar to this, I'm going to go with the Targaryen theme. I think, now, brace yourself, I'm going to explain this one, right? I think that Tyrion is a Targaryen. Now, we all know that when he killed Tywin, Tywin said, "You're no son of mine."
You shot me. You're no son of mine.
And that Tywin has always had a strong hatred for Tyrion. I think that this is because Tywin's wife actually had an affair, and that Tyrion actually isn't Tywin's son, and I think that he is actually the Mad King's son, and that is why Tywin sided with Robert Baratheon. I think that that is why the Lannisters kind of sided against the Mad King, because obviously Kingslayer was actually sided with the Mad King and eventually he actually killed him. So I actually think that Tyrion is a Targaryen and it's with the Mad King and Tyrion's mum. and that she either died in childbirth, which would go along with the Lyanna Stark and the Daenerys' mum theory, or that Tywin killed her because he found out that it was an affair. So I either think one of those two theories, but I definitely think that Tyrion is a Targaryen, which also leads me to think that the Ice King is a Targaryen. Now, we all know that he's got a dragon. How the heck is he going to ride it? Surely only a Targaryen can ride a dragon. And obviously there's 3 dragons, which means 3 Targaryens. In the end, I don't know, I just think the Ice King is a Targaryen. Just something tells me that he is a Targaryen. Okay, so the next one, I think that Brienne is going to die. I absolutely love Brienne though, and I would be so sad to see her go, but Brienne and Jaime have something, and I think that Cersei will kill Brienne because Brienne will try and, I don't know, protect the Starks in some way, avenging Lady Stark's legacy that she kind of left with Brienne. But there is a scene in season 7 where Podrick says to Brienne that she would be proud of the fact that Brienne has looked after her children.
You swore to serve both my mother's daughters, didn't you?
And I think to me that that is a sign that Brienne's going to go, and she's going to kind of go with the thought, oh, I've done what Lady Stark asked me to do. And it just seems to me that Cersei would kill Brienne, and I think she would do that in thinking that Jaime wouldn't care, but I think Jaime would be like, why did you kill her, and protect Brienne, because they definitely have some sort of a connection. They just have a connection, and I think that Jaime will kill Cersei in his Kingslayer, Queenslayer fashion. I definitely think that Jaime is going to be the one who's going to kill Cersei Lannister, which I am really looking forward to watching. I'm not gonna lie, Cersei is too sassy for me.
When would the wedding take place, in your mind?
Can't remember.
Okay, so the next one, I think that the Hound will kill the Mountain. Now, there's always been a rivalry between those 2 Clegane brothers, and the Mountain always seems to come out on top, and at the moment the Mountain is always sided with Cersei, and I think that the Hound will end up sided with Daenerys, and I think that the Hound, I think that there will be a Clegane battle at some point, and I think that the Hound is going to come out the winner, because the Hound, he's not as much of an arsehole as what you think in original series. So in the first series I hated the guy, I hated the guts of him, but do you know what, it's like Jaime, he grows on you. Okay, my next one, I think that Sam Tarly will find the cure for the White Walkers, and I think that he will go to Bran, who will also know the cure at the same time, because he's a proper Raji, and to be honest I hate his guts, but that's not part of my predictions, I just hate the guy. And I think that Bran will ultimately be able to control the Night King in some way, but I don't know how that links into my whole Targaryen prediction yet. I think that there's something there. I think that there will be some sort of way to redeem the White Walkers and get rid of them all. I don't think the White Walkers are going to win. I think that Jon and his big troop are going to win in the end. But to be honest, Bran can F off. So my next one is that Cersei will not give birth. Maggie's prophecy, remember back then when she said that she would only birth 3 children. I definitely think that Cersei won't have, so either Cersei's not actually pregnant, she's just using it for Jaime and she's just using it to manipulate Jaime, or she's gonna lose it and, I don't know, blame Jaime in some sort of way and be a bit of a bitch about it like she normally is. The next prediction is that Theon will find some sort of redemption. Now, since the start, Theon's been a bit of a what are you kind of doing with your life kind of character. And I definitely think that at some point he's got to find redemption, surely. If not, he's going to die. There's going to be a lot of deaths in season 8, let's be real. But I definitely think that he's going to find redemption somehow and somehow come to sort of save the day but not actually save the day. He won't be the full saviour, but he'll come up with help to save the day kind of thing. And my last prediction is that Varys will die. I feel like he's been in it from season 1 and I feel like, I don't know, I just think that there's a bit of an aura about him and I think that he's kind of coming to his end, and I think that he'll do it protecting Daenerys because he's obviously formed this allegiance to her, and I think that he will protect her and by doing so will die. I have no idea what's going to happen to the Starks. Bran can F off, but I think that Arya, I did think originally that Arya actually was a faceless man and that that girl had originally beaten her, but at the same time we have that girl's mask, so I don't think that's true. But I definitely think that something is going to happen to the Starks. I'd like to think that it'll be a happy ending, that Sansa and Arya will live, but it's Game of Thrones and who on earth knows. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Tell me how many of these predictions you think you agree with, and when season 8 comes round I will also do a review of this and how many I got right. I think I'm going to be on to quite a few of them. I'm just saying, I'm generally fairly good at these predictions. Guessed Pretty Little Liars right, I guessed Gossip Girl right, any other cliche cheesy series that I guessed right. But I definitely enjoyed making this video. I'm so excited for season 8, and if you're watching this I know fine well you are too. Please give this video a thumbs up because it does really support my channel. Click that subscribe button to, it's either on this side or this side, but to join the fam, and ring that bell so that you know whenever I post, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Dun 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 dun.